Are you really shy, sensitive, and romantic?
Yes, I'm getting over my shyness as fast.
They grace the pages of Playboy, embodying beauty, glamour, and the ultimate fantasy.
Now I'm a guest girl.
But behind the dazzling smiles and stunning photo shoots, some playmates met tragic and untimely ends.
I'm much happier though. I'm very pleased.
From mysterious accidents to shocking murders and heartbreaking overdoses, their stories remain haunting reminders of how fragile life can be. Brace yourself as we uncover the tragic fates of Playboy Playmates who died young, along with the causes of their deaths.
I've done it for you. I love you, Sergeant Thorne.
She was the girl who had it all: beauty, charm, and a future brighter than the Hollywood lights. Dorothy Stratton was just a teenager working at a Dairy Queen in Vancouver when she was discovered, quickly rising to fame as Playboy's 1980 Playmate of the Year. But behind the glamorous photo shoots and budding film career, darkness loomed. Her husband, Paul Snyder, had been the one to push her into the spotlight.
And it took him a little while to talk me into agreeing to taking some test pictures. I had never taken my clothes off for anyone I didn't know.
But as Dorothy's success soared, his grip on her tightened. She had outgrown him, found new love with director Peter Bogdanovich, and was ready to move on. But Snyder wouldn't let her go. On August 14, 1980, he lured her to his home under false pretenses. What followed was pure horror. He assaulted and murdered Dorothy before ending his own life. She was only 20, a life full of promise, gone in an instant. Dorothy's tragic story inspired films like Star 80, a haunting reminder of how fame and obsession can turn deadly. She was more than just a Playboy Playmate. Claudia Jennings was a rising star, the queen of drive-in cinema. With roles in Gator Bait and Death Sport, she carved out a space in Hollywood, but mainstream success remained just out of reach. On the morning of October 3, 1979, Claudia was driving her Volkswagen convertible along the Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu when tragedy struck. Her car drifted across the center divider, colliding head-on with a pickup truck near Topanga Canyon Boulevard. She died within minutes, before paramedics could arrive. She was just 29, gone too soon, but never forgotten. Jane Mansfield wasn't just a Hollywood starlet, she was a force of nature. With her striking looks and playful persona, she became one of the most iconic sex symbols of the 1950s. But behind the platinum hair and sultry voice was a brilliant woman. Her IQ reportedly measured at 163, and she spoke multiple languages fluently. She wasn't just famous, she was savvy, mastering the art of publicity long before social media made it easy. In 1957, she won a Golden Globe for The Girl Can't Help It, but by the 1960s, her career was fading. On June 29, 1967, after a nightclub gig in Biloxi, Mississippi, she was on her way to New Orleans when her car slammed into the back of a tractor trailer. She, her boyfriend Sam Brody, and the driver were killed instantly. Her children, including future Law and Order star Mariska Hargitay, miraculously survived. For years, rumors swirled that she was decapitated, but this was a myth. Even in death, Jane Mansfield's name remained larger than life, cementing her status as one of Hollywood's most unforgettable figures. Few stars have ever shined as brightly, or burned out as tragically, as Marilyn Monroe. Born Norma Jean Mortensen in 1926, her rise from a troubled childhood in foster care to Hollywood's golden girl was nothing short of extraordinary. With her signature blonde curls and breathy voice, she captivated audiences in classics like Some Like It Hot and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, becoming the ultimate screen siren. But behind the glamour, Marilyn battled personal demons, mental health struggles, turbulent relationships with Joe DiMaggio and Arthur Miller, and whispers of entanglements with the Kennedys. On August 5, 1962, she was discovered lifeless in her Los Angeles home. The official cause, a barbiturate overdose. She was only 36. Decades later, theories about her death persist, but one thing is undeniable. Marilyn Monroe was more than just beauty and fame. She was a woman ahead of her time, vulnerable yet powerful, fragile yet unforgettable. Anna Nicole Smith lived a life straight out of a Hollywood script, one filled with glamour, scandal, and heartbreak. Born in small-town Texas, she longed for fame and fortune, a dream that took flight when she was crowned Playboy's 1993 Playmate of the Year. With her striking beauty and larger-than-life personality, she was often compared to Marilyn Monroe, a star she idolized. But Anna's story was more than just magazine covers. Her marriage to oil billionaire J. Howard Marshall, 63 years her senior, made her a tabloid sensation. After his passing, she became embroiled in a bitter legal fight over his fortune, keeping her in the public eye for years. Despite the fame, Anna struggled with addiction and personal demons. In 2006, just days after welcoming her daughter, she suffered a devastating loss, her son Daniel's sudden death. Overwhelmed by grief, she spiraled deeper into substance abuse. On February 8, 2007, she was found unresponsive in a Florida hotel, the victim of a fatal drug overdose at just 39. Even in death, controversy followed, from court battles over her estate to custody fights for her daughter. Anna Nicole Smith's life was a modern-day tragedy, proof that fame and fortune don't always bring happiness. She was the picture of all-American beauty, Miss April, 1989, Jennifer Lynn Jackson. But behind the glossy pages of Playboy, her life spiraled into addiction. On January 22, 2010, her husband James Thompson found her dead from a heroin overdose in their trailer park home in Westlake, Ohio. She was just 40. Eve Meyer, Playboy's Miss June 1955, lived a life of beauty, glamour, and cinematic ambition. Beyond her modeling career, she became a producer, working alongside her husband, cult filmmaker Russ Meyer, on provocative films that pushed boundaries. But her story took a devastating turn on March 27, 1977, in what remains the deadliest aviation disaster in history. That day, Pan Am Flight 1736 and KLM Flight 4805 were diverted to Tenerife's Los Rodeos Airport due to an unexpected closure at their intended destination. The small airfield, blanketed in thick fog, became a ticking time bomb. A tragic miscommunication between air traffic control and the pilots led to catastrophe. Just as KLM's jet attempted takeoff, it collided with the taxiing Pan Am plane. The impact engulfed both aircraft in flames, killing 583 people. Among the victims was Eve Meyer, just 48 years old. The disaster led to critical changes in aviation safety, proving that even in tragedy, lessons can be learned to protect future lives. Their beauty and charm captivated the world, but fate had other plans. Some were caught in violent tragedies, others lost battles with addiction, and a few left us under circumstances still shrouded in mystery. Their stories serve as somber reflections on the cost of fame and the darkness that sometimes lurks behind the spotlight. Which of these stories shocked you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more stories like these, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe.